Hi guys, Expressionately again. So today we'll be diving into a bit of Google search and how to use it to its full potential. Now I'm sure a lot of us, if not all, actually use the Google search as opposed to Bing, right? And it's you might want to know that millions of people actually use this every day. Students use it for school research, purpose, and business owners as well use it for research purpose. But what if I tell you that most people don't actually use this search to its full potential? So want to know how to use Google search more efficiently, and do you want to get the search results more quickly? So here are tips and tricks on using the Google search. So just stay tuned while I walk you through how you can actually do this to narrow down searches more quickly and efficiently. Okay, to start, so let's start with something as simple as um, the Omicron variant. As you can see on my screen, so you can see I've practiced it. Now, looking at the Omicron variant, now I searched with the double quotes. Let's see. You can see that everything we are saying has to do with the Omicron variant. The Omicron variant. You can see it's a bit boldened, right? See, it's kind of dark. Omicron variant, right? So what this is will do basically is to do a search based on what you actually put in the quotes specifically. So now let's search for jaguar, right? And let's say you remember jaguar is the name of an animal and also name of a car, right? So let's say jaguar speed. Let's exclude animal, right? So if I hit the enter button, you can see the first thing this is bringing about is it's talking about jaguar speed. So this is talking about a torpedo boat, and if I scroll down, you see how fast is the jaguar F type. So this is talking about jaguar vehicle. Same here, this is talking about, but this is talking about jaguar torpedo boats, and you can see, so it's excluding jaguar as an animal, right? If I go down, well, we can see, right? So now to validate what I'm saying, so if I remove this jaguar speed and I remove the animal here and I hit enter, yeah, you can see the first thing we're seeing the jaguar animal, right? And it's talking about its speed, which is 80 kilometer per hour, right? I hope that this actually makes sense. So now let's search for cut over migration, right? So for those that are into tech, those that do Office 365, they understand what the meaning of a cut over migration. So let's search for cut over migration, and let's search, let's isolate our search to docs.microsoft.com. As you can see here, cut over migration, and this we're using the colon, right? So narrow this down to docs.microsoft.com. So what this will do is this is going to make a search only on docs.microsoft.com, no other websites, no other websites. Shall we begin? Enter, right? So as you can see, cut over migration to Office 365. What you need to know about cut over migration, if you can see docs.microsoft.com, docs.microsoft.com, and if I scroll down, docs.microsoft.com, 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 I mean everything about it. If it doesn't matter how far down I go, as you can see, everything, right? It's going to everywhere, the cut over migration is talking about is going to actually do that. Pretty cool, right? So this is one of the most important, the most paramount and imperative of them all, right? So let's search for a word now. Let's say related yeah, gmail.com ng. If I hit the enter button, this will bring other related websites that do almost the same thing as this. So sorry for that check. I just did a check. So yeah, as you can see, this is google.com.ng, Day, Namshi Online. So this will bring yeah, so gmail.com.ng is like a an e-commerce platform where you tend to sell and buy stuffs, right? So everything you see, right, are related to this. Other websites that are, closely related to gmail.com.ng, right? So just so we don't follow one trail, let's look at another site. Let's look at coingecko, right, .com. For those of you that are into cryptocurrency, if I hit enter, yes, the same authentication. So once I authenticate, I'm not a robot. Yes, so we can see we have the Bitcoin forum, we have the powering blockchain finance. So all this has to do with all these are also trading platforms where you can also learn about new tokens. Yeah, so the list is inexhaustible. I can do amazon.com as well, another e-commerce site. Yes, we can see Walmart, we can see Overstock. So yes, do me a favor and try to do just play around this. Remember there are no space after the colon, right? So yeah, yeah. Okay, so here the asterisk word cards. Let's search for, what do you have in mind? Okay, so this is mostly used in lyrics, right? So for example, let's say my art would go on, as you can see here, my arts asterisk go on. So most likely there should be a wheel. Yes, yeah. So for those of you that know the amazing music by Celedion, my art will go on. Yes, so once I click on it, we can see my art will go on. If I scroll down, my art will go on, my art will go on. Yeah, so this is very useful most times for lyrics. So if I say so yeah, this song, this is it, I think by Plenty. AJ Delilah was this like in New York City. If I say A Delilah, I think the name of the music is A Dear Delilah. So if I A Delilah, so it's going to fill the A Dear Delilah, right? So the asterisk is just it will automatically process some kind of words that should actually fit in the place. It will search Google and try to look for everything. So as you can see, A Dear Delilah, A Dear Delilah, A Dear Delilah, right? So I want to do something different from music. What can I do? Okay, so let me think. um okay, so let's do Valley of Shadow of Death. Yes, right. So if I say valley and I put, oh sorry, it keeps bringing everything out. That's because I've actually done the practice before you know starting this video. So valley and death. If I, so what this means is, there has to be something between valley and death. So if I hit enter right now, you see valley of death, right? Valley of death, yeah. You see valley of death here as well, because of valley of death. So yes, there's a word valley of the shadow of death in the Bible. So if I say valley asterisk of valley of let's assume I'm trying to look for that part in the Bible, or I can't remember the valley of shadow of death, and I hit enter. So it's trying to say there's a word after, this asterisk before of and after of. So now we can see the valley of death. Oh, I don't think I did it well. I think I should put a space. Yeah, so remember there should be a space after the after the asterisk. So valley. So yes, exactly. So even if I walk through the valley of shadow of death, sorry, this part right here, even if I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, it's going to bring everything. Even if I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, right? Think if I go down valley of death, yeah. So that's it basically. Yeah, let's move. Is rather a bit technical. So I'm sure not much of you know that you can search for two words at the same time. So if I come here and I say, um, let me see the best way to um, answer interview questions, and I close this and I put the or. I also open this, how to answer interview interview questions, right? So if I hit enter, what this will do is this will bring these two exact sentence or phrases, right? It's going to search for them individually, and it's going to bring the answer is going to be exact those two words. Now don't forget, we have two operators here, right? We have the or, and we also have the quotation mark, right? So if I hit enter, I don't know why I keep authenticating. I'm not a robot, please. Okay, so this is going to bring everything in these two words, right? You can see how to answer interview questions when you look at it. If I scroll down, how to answer interview questions. So everything, you know, in its entirety, the best way to answer interview questions. So if you go up here, remember I also choose the best way to answer interview question. So yeah, let's do something else. Let's say if I want to search for chocolate, or sorry, I forgot to put the sign, chocolate or um, white choc chocolate. So if I hit enter, the same thing, right? So here we have the white chocolate, here we have the chocolate. Yeah, you can see that question. People may ask how to make white chocolate, basically. So yeah, that's that for that. Yeah. Google can actually do maths, right? Even if they're not too much complex maths, but we can do basic maths. So for example, um, if I want to say 9 multiplied by 9, yeah, so the operator is asterisk, multiplied by 7. If I want to say plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, let me add another word again, asterisk 7789, right? If I click on enter, yeah, you can see it brings out the value. It does the whole board mass for us, and it brings it out. And if I want to say, okay, what is Planck's, um, yeah, this is it, yeah, Planck's constant. So it also brings out the figure, right? So yeah, it's not complex mathematics, but yeah, this would do. So now let's search for, so this is just talking about how simple, how you can use Google to search for, to make your search easy, right? So now don't forget that, for especially for those of us that have our location turned on, we can just do a search, that would enable us look for what we're trying to search for easy. So for example, if I say shawarma place nearby, you can see nearby, and I click on enter. It's going to bring every shawarma joint close to me, and you can see this is my location. This is 3-star shawarma 99. uh Sorry about that. So now, okay, let's leave shawarma. Let's say if I say pizza place, right? Pizza place nearby. Yes, the same thing. Dodo Pizza Hut, according to my location. Yeah, now don't forget, this is leveraging on the Google's location. It, the pipe button. So some people might call it the vertical bar, right? But we in tech, right, we call it pipe, right? So the pipe is also like or or operator. So for example, if I can say Netflix pipe ulu, right? So what this means is I'm trying to search for where we have Netflix or ulu, and if I click enter, we can see this is the ulu stream service TV, Netflix, and if I scroll down, um, Netflix here as well. So let's do something else, right? Let's do football and pipe basketball. If I click on enter, as you can even see images for football, basketball, right? So everything we're going to search here from, let's even play with images right this time. So yes, as you can see, this is a picture of basketball, football. So yeah, I think this is the American football, right? That's why it's bringing us this. So if I scroll down, you can see images of football here. Right, so that's what it does, right? So it depends on what you search for, what you're searching for. Now remember, this comes handy in whatever this is specific to what you're searching for. So let's search for okay, so for those of us that are trying to learn into cloud, let's search for Azure Fundamental, and file tab, let's pick PDF. Now see, there is an asterisk after the search term. This is the search term here, Azure Fundamental, and there's an asterisk after an asterisk. There's a space with the file type PDF, and if I click on enter, so what this will bring everything that has to do with Azure Fundamental. That is a PDF. So if we look through here, I don't know why my screen is like this, but yes, we see. Come on, okay. But if I click on this, you can see this is a PDF file that is downloadable. If I go back, I click the next line. This actually downloaded it. So basically, so everything, yes, here will be PDF. So this is actually very cool for those of us that are making research. So yeah, that should be the end of this bit. Remember, the Google search, if you know how to use it, it's actually one of the most powerful tool in the world, and this would ease a lot of stress, right? Now remember, in 2022, we all are looking at working smart rather than just working hard at all. So thank you, till we meet again.